The Voice Season 26 Episode 9 Recap. Steal, steal, and steal some more. It's night 3 of battles, and the judges are in high spirits. That is before they realize they have to eliminate some of their own. But hey, with steals still on the board, not everyone will be walking away from The Voice Season 26 right away. Through another night of difficult choices, the coaches establish the best roster to help them earn the victory in the end. But there's one coach who all the coaches are envious of, Gwen Stefani. The goal of the battle round is to whittle down your team to have the strongest group compete for America's votes in the live rounds. But to get there, some exceptional voices are lost along the way. Having experience as a coach, Gwen Stefani is bringing her knowledge to the stage. Reba McEntire is showing her heart, perhaps a little more than her head. Then there are the rookies. They've still got their training wheels on. It's still too early to call who the winner will be, but the battle rounds display who really knows how to create a champion. Gwen Stefani capitalizes on Reba McEntire's tough decision for Reba McEntire's first battle. She has two powerhouse vocalists take on one another. It's four-chair turn recipient Danny Joseph versus single-chair turn recipient Dion Jones. With both artists having rock and soul in their blood, the Queen of Country selects It's a Man's World by James Brown as their battle round track. Yet they both have a different sound. Dion's vocal is all purity, while Joseph brings a gravelly tone. With the intro to the episode and Danny Joseph mentioning the steals being available, it was almost obvious that both men would be remaining. It would just be a battle about where they would land. They are formidable opponents. In the performance, they put on a show, forcing Reba to make a near-impossible decision. Ultimately, she selects Danny Joseph as she finds him different. Now to that steal. Gwen Stefani couldn't let him go home. She slams her steal button, saving him. With both artists staying on, Reba proves why she is the reigning champ. Her song selection was exceptional. It highlights both artists while still making it a united performance. Many people may not know or remember, but Reba McEntire was on Broadway back in the day. Yes, the Queen of Country had a brief stint in the revival of Annie Get Your Gun. Why is this fact important? Well, musical theater is in her blood, which is likely why she gave Lauren Michael Sellers and Cray Reap You Will Be Found from Dear Evan Hansen. It's a soaring song with a touching message. Sellers and Reap are transformative on the song. Sellers forces an inspirational, preachy aura to the song. Reap manages to take the track to the pop charts. Regardless, she picks Lauren Michael Sellers because she brings her joy. Cray Reap is left on the cutting room floor. Another strong artist bites the dust. One, perhaps, they'll all regret letting go. Snoop Dogg kicks off his night with a logical battle. It's the battle of the family men, the dad battle. As Brad Sample and Jake Tankersley swap photos of their children while strumming their guitars, this pairing will essentially eliminate an artist that fulfills the same spot. Snoop selects Stuck on You by Lionel Richie for their battle. Both Sample and Tankersley had never heard this track before, so Snoop offers them a lesson in music history. In their coaching session, Snoop sits back and relishes the beauty of the stripped-down version of the song. Rather than offer vocal technique advice, Snoop brings them advice about showmanship, something that's hard to do when you're stuck behind a guitar. It's a sweet rendition of a baritone country crooner against a tenor bluegrass belter. Their blend works well on the song, making it a laid-back but beautiful musical moment. Snoop ultimately selects Jake Tankersley for his strength and confidence. Sadly, this is the end of the line for Brad Sample. Michael Bublé pits Jameson Puckett against Shy for his first night 3 battle. One singer is about to have a baby with his wife. One singer has just graduated from high school. They bring very different life experiences to the stage, so their song, fortunately, has something they both can connect with. They take on Justin Bieber's Love Yourself. The Canadian jazz singer effortlessly slips in that he is friends with the former Canadian child prodigy. It's a very stable performance. There is very little room to build and grow vocally. Puckett's ability to riff brings some flavor to the performance compared to Shy's flat take. At 17 years old, Shy has a lot of room to develop as an artist, while Jameson Puckett is ready for the next step in his career. Michael Bublé goes with Shy. It's a shocking and potentially incorrect decision. With a lot of room to help, Michael Bublé will need to mold Shy into a star, as her potential can only take her so far. In the 9th episode of The Voice Season 26, the knockout rounds are in full swing, and the competition is heating up like never before. With the stakes at an all-time high, each contestant is pulling out all the stops to secure a spot in the live shows. But as the title suggests, this episode is all about the steals, and the coaches aren't holding back. With emotions running high and a talent pool brimming with potential, Episode 9 is a thrilling roller coaster of vocal performances, strategy, and intense rivalry among the coaches. The knockouts begin. The knockout rounds are one of the most exciting parts of The Voice, where each contestant performs a solo number, showcasing their unique artistry. This is the moment when the singers must prove that they have what it takes to stand out and impress their coach enough to stay on the team. But the real tension lies in the coach's ability to steal an artist from another team if their coach decides to let them go. This season, the competition is fiercer than ever, and the coaches Blake Shelton, Kelly Clarkson, John Legend, and Niall Horan are constantly on the lookout for a chance to snatch up a promising artist who could give their team the edge. With only one steal per coach allowed in the knockouts, the decision to use it must be made wisely. Standout performances. One of the first knockout pairings of the night featured two powerhouse vocalists, James and Sophia, from Team Kelly. James delivered a raw and soulful rendition of Leon Bridges' River, showcasing his unique tone and emotional depth. Sophia, on the other hand, brought an electrifying performance of Demi Lovato's Stone Cold, hitting high notes with incredible precision and passion. Both performances left Kelly in a difficult position. Ultimately, she chose to keep Sophia, citing her potential to deliver in the live shows. But James didn't have to worry for long. Almost immediately, John Legend hit his button to steal James, praising his emotional delivery and saying he saw a lot of potential for growth. It was a perfect steal moment, and James was visibly relieved and excited to join Team Legend. The battle for talent heats up. The next knockout saw Team Niall stars Emily and Derek take the stage. Emily performed Lord's Royals with a moody and understated style that showed off her control and artistry. Derek, on the other hand, chose Stevie Wonder's Superstition, delivering a high-energy, funky performance that had the audience clapping along. Niall was faced with a tough decision, but ultimately, he chose Derek, feeling his stage presence would serve him well in the next round. Emily's journey, however, wasn't over. Both Kelly and Blake hit their buttons to steal her, leading to a tense back and forth as they tried to convince Emily to join their team. Kelly praised Emily's unique style and promised to help her develop as an artist, while Blake emphasized his experience in mentoring winners on the show. After careful consideration, Emily chose to join Team Blake, giving him a steal that could prove valuable in the live shows. A surprise steal from Blake. Perhaps the most surprising moment of the night came when Blake used his steal on a contestant that many viewers didn't see coming. Sarah, a folk singer from Team Legend, delivered a heartfelt performance of Joni Mitchell's A Case of You. While her performance was stunning, John ultimately decided to let her go in favor of her knockout opponent, a powerhouse vocalist who seemed more suited for the competitive environment of the live shows. But just as Sarah was about to leave the stage, Blake hit his button, shocking both the audience and the other coaches. Blake explained that while Sarah's style might not seem like an obvious fit for his team, he believed in her artistry and felt she had something special to offer. It was a bold move,